Clay, my
Josh.
friend, thank you so much for showing up today. I really appreciate it. Clay Owens, Owens Construction and Inspections. How you doing today, my friend?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you for having me.
Awesome. Thanks for coming in. We've been working together now for maybe a couple of years.
Yes, sir.
And I just wanted to bring you out here to educate consumers and agents about the inspection process.
Sure.
Because this is like one of the most important things in the process, right? Like,
absolutely.
What percentage of the time do you go into a home and see a major problem or a pretty serious problem?
I would say maybe 10% of the time do we find anything major.
So 9 times out of 10, you're walking in and you feel pretty good about the house, little knick-knack stuff, problems, but nothing crazy.
Nothing crazy.
What do you see as like these big crazy things? Give me an example. We're talking roofs, we're talking windows, what are we talking about there?
Your more major repairs that would need to be done on a home is going to be structural.
Okay.
Your biggest structural repair is going to be any kind of foundation cracking or wall cracking, stuff like that.
And that's the kind of 10% type of stuff.
That's maybe the 10% stuff.
Okay. And why is that so prevalent here in Florida? Is it just the ground, the earth, geology? What's going on there?
Well, typically it's a builder error. Builder error. Everybody wants to build these houses way too fast today. They build them, and it's typically your newer houses that you're going to find the most structural damage with, if you're going to find it.
But for a few $100s, I mean, your inspections are very cost-effective, very fairly priced. Best few $100s you could spend, because if you buy that one house, you choose not to get an inspection. Right. I mean, crazy.
Yeah, you have some people who are just so in love with the home, and when you do come to them with a problem like that, they really don't want to hear it. Most of what consumers would consider a bigger repair is you typically $2,500 is the most you're ever going to spend on a large repair on a home. And when you're buying a $400,000 home,
that's nothing.
That's nothing compared to
2%, 5. You're at nothing, right?
Very small. Yeah.
And a lot of times, I think if the broker's educating the agents right, we should be expecting something's always going to come back on the reports. Like we're on a rock that spins around a star, right? It gets hot, it gets cold, it moves, right? Like I think some people think it's like an automobile that comes off a line. A house moves, right?
We can inspect brand new homes and find a lot of things wrong with that home.
Sure.
What consumers really don't understand is, or what we'd like to make them understand is, there is no perfect home.
Right.
You're never going to walk into a perfect home. Brand new home, homes take about a year to find every problem in the home.
Because they're moving, because they're settling,
absolutely.
because there's a bunch of wood nailed together, right?
Absolutely.
And things are kind of moving.
Joey steps on something. The kid reaches under the sink. The mom reaches under the sink to grab something, doesn't really know what's going on. Dad bumps something with his elbow while he's under the sink, that kind of stuff.
Absolutely. So that's the major stuff. Now, what do you see more on like a regular basis? Okay, what are you looking out for?
Yeah, regular basis. We're typically I want to stay away from cosmetic issues.
Yes.
I want to stick more along the lines of what's going to burn your house down.
Yeah.
What's going to cause us
bad
problem.
boxes, electrical boxes, things like that.
Right.
There's some great thing to bring up, by the way. So some of these electrical boxes down here are uninsurable, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so I don't know if we're going to get into the brand or anything, but there's a certain brand of box that you'll note and say this is uninsurable. That's a huge asset for
absolutely
somebody to know, right?
Absolutely. In today's environment, a big problem is that a lot of consumers are running into, a lot of buyers, is the insurance.
Yes.
So that's where the pre-inspection comes in, to push this pre-inspection of, let's get these problems addressed.
Yes.
Let's get them noted, addressed, so then we can move on and find the smaller things.
Absolutely. No, so let's go right into that.
Okay.
So when you approached me, we were using you very regularly a year ago, but you came to me with this great new product. Tell me about the pre-inspection, because I think it's been incredible.
Sure. Pre-inspection is something that we're trying to push for the reasons of, the biggest reason why your deal is going to fall apart, it's going to be because of the inspection.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
Your more experienced realtors see, okay, this house has come on the market, went off market, came back on market, went off the. So once you see that once or twice, the more experienced realtors are pushing their buyers away from that.
That's right.
We're not even going to look at that home. We're not even going to take a gander. It's going to waste of everybody's time.
Yep.
Okay. Pre-inspections, what we're doing with the pre-inspections, we're giving all our agents, we're giving them a a free 30-minute walkthrough. We're going to look at the major electrical issues, the major plumbing issue, the major roof. HVAC, the things that are going to say, okay, this is the big deal. Let's get this addressed before we do a full inspection, before you have another inspector come in and try to nitpick this place apart. Let's get the majors.
So that's huge, right?
Huge,
so
absolutely.
On the front end, so we're doing this. We just moved it. You were going to go tomorrow. We're going to do it next week.
Yeah.
You're doing this for me on a listing I have. A friend referred me, and I told this guy, I said, look, let's go through on the front end. Let's get a pre-inspection with Clay Owens Construction and Inspections. He's going to go through and hit the high points for us.
Sure.
And I think strategically, this is an incredible negotiation tool. Because now on the front end, they can't do what happens all the time, right? So the rules of the real estate go, we agree on price, we haggle back and forth, come to terms, and then that goes out the window because there's 1, 2, 10, 100 things on the inspection report.
Sure.
So when we have your pre-inspection ahead of time, we have taken that second round of negotiations out of the equation.
Totally out. It's a good negotiation tool. It lets your buyers know, listen, my seller's up front. He wants you to know everything. He's going to disclose everything. We've got a professional home inspector in here. He's going to identify everything, so we're not hiding anything. It's going to make your home sell faster.
Yes.
It's going to make your home sell for more money.
Boom.
5 to 8% is what you're going to gain on your bottom end by having your home pre-inspected, the repairs done. If you run into a buyer or a seller who does not have the money to do the repairs, that gives you a 3-month window to get all these repairs lined up. And if you come to me as a contractor and say, hey, I need this done tomorrow.
Yes.
Well, your price is going up.
That's right.
But hey, fit me in your schedule, and within the next 2 months, man, you're getting a good deal.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
I've never even thought about that approach of it. I mean, you're exactly right, because it happens to me all the time. I got to close this by this day, and the contractor goes, "Oh man, I'm going to get this sucker." Right?
Gotcha. I got
you by that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, that's such a good point.
And that's how contractors, they want that.
Yes.
Believe me, they want you to call up with oh my goodness, I
emergency.
Need this tomorrow. Yes.
Yeah. No, it happened to me. I had a plumbing repair. I had to pay. It was an exorbitant amount. I was no choice.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but if I had done your pre-inspection, you would have walked through. You had said, "Hey, man, there's a real problem here."
Yeah.
My price probably would have been half.
Let's get it addressed.
I love it. So you also. A lot of agents think of inspectors as deal killers, and I'll tell you from experience, you are not one of those guys who's just out there to kill deals. I've seen your reports. Very thorough. Very ethical. That's why I use you. I like it because it's ethical. You're not doing any favors for anybody. You have a license with the state yourself. You're an ethical dude. You're a man of integrity. I really love that because I don't want to get sued either. Right? Like we both, nobody wants to get sued here, right? That's the biggest thing.
Absolutely.
But in my experience, you have killed deals for me as an investor to my advantage. A couple times you've been like, dude, no, right?
Sure.
So that's, I think, also what you want as a consumer. You want an inspector that's not just flying through going, oh, yeah, everything's good. Here you go. Here's your report, right? Yeah. You want to make sure you're working with somebody who's going to do a good job, but not go. And if there is a major issue, you've been one to say, you got a background in construction.
Sure.
You've been one to say, hey, Josh, here's the issue, but it's not a $50,000 fix. It's only like $5,000 if you do it in this way, right?
Correct.
So you bring that construction background to the process and make it not so scary for people.
Sure. What we try to do is we just try to talk them down off the fence.
Yes.
Anything can be repaired. You are going to find issues with any home.
Amen.
Let's just get it. This is what it's going to be to fix it.
Yep.
It's not a big deal.
Yep.
And move on. We can get this fixed for $800. Most people make a huge deal out of a $1,200 electrical panel, but they look at their $900 water heater. Oh, we can put another one in next week.
Right.
It's like, come on,
It's the same thing,
It's the same, a couple $100.
Yep.
Couple trips to Starbucks.
Couple trips to Starbucks, right?
There you go.
No, I love that, man. That's great. If you had advice for consumers or realtors, what would you say are you seeing as a common hurdle right now? What's the biggest thing?
Common hurdle is going to be your insurance.
Okay.
You want to get everything in your pre-inspection. You want to point out anything that's not going to be insurable, or your insurance company is going to give you pushback.
So let's touch on the 4-point
Sure.
and wind mitt and roofs. Just dump it on me, man.
Okay. Well, 4-point inspections, biggest reason why you're not going to get insurance on your home. Seller does not want to repair it. Buyer cannot repair it till he's moved in. Now you're paying another $2,000 up front on your insurance premium. That's going to push a lot of people out of the picture.
Absolutely.
They can't afford it.
Yep.
So get these out there. The wind mitigation, you get your wind mitigation done. Now you turn that into your insurance company. Now you know exactly where you're going in. You're not going in with the estimate of, well, your insurance may be $1,200, which we know it's not going to be $1,200.
That's
right.
right.
You want an accurate account of what it's going to be. Get your wind mitigation done. Get your 4-point inspection done. Have that for your buyers that are coming in, and just being upfront. This is what you're going to pay. This is what we're looking at. We're not hiding anything. We don't want to get anything. We want to be as upfront as we can.
I mean, nowadays, almost every single transaction involves an inspection.
Sure.
You can't get away with anything anyway, right?
It's silly not to have your home inspected. It really is. It's silly not to have it inspected.
It's like, I equate it to like physically, like if you had cancer, you would want to know, right?
Absolutely.
Like if your house has cancer, Clay's going to come in and say, as the oncologist of the house, he's going to say, hey, look, there's a problem here. Let's address it up front, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Like you said, anything can be solved, fixed, repaired, right?
Fairly simple in the construction world.
Love it.
Yeah.
Give me, you've been really, really helpful today, so I really appreciate your time. Give me, just for layman's terms, right?
Sure.
We're throwing around 4-point. I'm sitting here, I bet some people don't know what a 4-point is.
Sure.
Let's go over that real quick.
Okay, the 4-point is going to be required by your insurance company on any purchase. It's going to go over the roof. The insurance companies want to know what they're insuring, what their risk is. So the 4 major points are the roof, the HVAC, which is the air conditioning and heating,
Yep.
the plumbing system. They want to know if there's cast iron. They want to know if there's problematic supply lines in the home. And then, of course, you have your electrical panel. Your electrical panel is probably going to be your biggest downfall or springboard on your 4-point. If you have a good electrical panel, that is going to be your biggest.
Okay.
Yeah.
So electrical, we've talked about. Let's talk about roof for a
Sure.
second. They're insurable to like 20 years now?
20 years, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you have a 19-year-old roof, it's tough, right? So
It's
agents should
tough
be
to
looking
get.
for that. Consumers should be noting that, right?
Sure.
And let's talk about plumbing, okay? Copper. We're in Florida, right?
Sure.
So tell me about copper. Tell me about, can we go bring it?
Sure. Copper we've had, especially in Sarasota, and I don't know, there's a lot of theories of why we were getting pinhole leaks in the copper. You can take a theory and,
Who knows, right?
World War III can start on theories.
Right.
Okay. But the best thing to do, I don't know. Let me think about that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So with regard to plumbing,
Sure.
they use this stuff called PEX now.
PEX, yes.
Do you like that better than copper, or do you see copper as a better substance to be used in homes? Which do you prefer?
That's going to be on the plumber.
Okay.
With the plumber, the
Do you see more problems with one or the other?
No, well, you see more problems with the copper.
Okay, more problems with the copper
Sure.
here in Florida.
Sure.
Okay.
PEX is what's called polyethylene. It's a plastic. It's a hard plastic that can withstand pressure, can withstand heat, and there's
But you can use it, right? There's
absolutely
no problems with it.
No problems with it.
And as a
at all.
builder, you would use it in your own
Absolutely.
home. Okay,
Absolutely.
so you like that. You
Sure.
like that that hard plastic. They crimp it on, right? It's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the building technology today, they do so much studies and they do so many testing, and there's nothing that is going to be put into a home today that in 20 years is going to be recalled.
Okay.
Like we see a lot of recalls of the electrical panels and everything. There's so much testing today
Sure.
that it's almost dummy proof.
So we've talked about electrical, we've talked about plumbing, we've talked about roofs, we've talked about what the 4-point is. And as we're parting here, and thank you so much for coming in,
Absolutely.
by the way.
Thanks for having me.
Give us a little commercial on Owens, on you, on what you're doing, and give us one parting tip maybe you'd say for consumers or realtors.
Whoa, consumers or realtors. Realtors, have your home pre-inspected.
Please.
It is absolutely going to put you out in the forefront of my home has been inspected. I am an honest person. I want you to know everything going on before you even come to me with an offer. Save time on both ends. Save your customer time, save me time, save the whole process time.
I've done the pre-listing inspection with you now several times. I know some of my
Sure.
agents have as well. It is a vital, vital tool. I really think you're brilliant for coming up with this. You've got some other cool programs and stuff. I'll let
Sure.
people reach out to you. We'll put your phone number, your email, all your contact stuff, your website all over this. And I can't thank you enough for coming in, man.
Josh, thanks for having us. We enjoy working with you and all your agents. Excellent professional staff that you run.
I appreciate that, man.
Absolutely.
Clay is a solid dude. He does not do me any favors. He's an ethical dude. Actually, I think it is a favor to just give a clean report.
Absolutely.
I think that is the favor.
Just be honest about it.
Just be honest about it, because you can't do anything shady today. It's that same house is going to get re-inspected when they resell it.
Well, you're gonna get another client off of somebody who you referred somebody to and said, "Hey, man, this guy was straight up. He
right.
drove me away from this home, and I bought a home of my dreams."
That's it.
There you go.
Right. What the end result is happy consumers who are in safe homes
And who are going to give you another referral.
Amen.
Amen.
Thanks, brother.
All right.
Appreciate you.